Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so good to be back with you. Welcome to Saturday night. It's time for our Saturday night seance. And I thought tonight we'd do something a little different. I do get all of your letters, even if I can't always write to everybody. A lot of you have been saying, "Say, Bob, we want to see a scrying seance." We love that. Excuse me. And burping and hiccuping here. And I'm hearing you. So I wanted to show you because do you remember last week, for those who've been following, last week I ended up doing a video on the crystal ball. And I told you guys, I said I have a new crystal ball coming. Well, it did arrive. This is my new crystal. Now, this is what we call an 80 millimeter ball. And I really love this because this size of crystal for me is a great size to work with. One, it's compact, it's easy to travel with. And two, it's not so large that it's hard to get a vision. I find, now this is just my personal belief, I find that with the larger crystal balls, what happens is it's hard to get them so you can look into them without a lot of reflection. And so it's hard to get the lighting just right. This size of ball, it's easy to kind of get the angles of the lighting right so you can get a clear field of vision. And so I'm just a big fan of it. So I thought you guys like to see it. Yay, how you like that? My brand new crystal ball. I'm so excited. So we're going to settle down and do a little scrying. For those of you who are new here, on Saturday night, we always gather and have a little seance. We do different types of work. A lot of times I'll go into trance and do channeling. Tonight I'm not going to do that. I'm a little tired. I've had an intense week. But tonight we're going to do some scrying in the crystal. So anyways, if you were here in my home, which really in a sense you are virtually, I just say, pull up your chairs here and let's form a little circle. So why don't you pull up to your desk and your computer and know that virtually you are now gathering in our seance circle. So let's, I thought we'd start with just a little invocation, a brief invocation to open the doorway. So join with me now. Mother, Father, God, Great Spirit, we invoke your presence here tonight. We ask that the doorway between the worlds be open and that the spirit people will come and communicate with us through the crystal. We open the door now and invite them in that we may receive their blessing, wisdom, and guidance. We thank the spirit people and all who come from the other side. We ask that you now open the door and bless us with your knowledge, love, and wisdom. So mote it be. So mote it be. Amen. Well, we're going to settle down, look into our crystal. Give me just a moment. My voice is a little raspy today. I've been teaching, doing readings. Anyways, I want to tell you guys before I get into this also, it's such a great turnout at our psychic class today. We did a class on learning to speak light language. And we had some amazing breakthroughs, some fascinating channelings. It was really great. So, next week, this upcoming Saturday, we're going to do another class, and we're going to do it this upcoming Saturday on sacred geometry. So if you'd like to learn about the mystical energy around geometry and how that works on a spiritual level, you might want to come out to our class. And you can register for the psychic class over at my website. That link will be in the info box below. It's PsychicBob.com. Okay, so I hope you'll come out and join us. Well, we're going to settle down and go into our sphere. Give us just a moment. Join with us and let us enter into the silence. Now, when you crystal gaze, for those of you who'd like to try this at home, you don't want to be all intense. Don't sit there and go, gotta stare. No, you just relax. Because we know that all the phenomena is the work of the spirit world. So let's just relax and just let the spirit people come to us as they will. Just gently look into your crystal And for those of you at home, you don't have a crystal, just look into this crystal here. You might even see an image or a message could come through while you're watching this video, So always be open to that possibility. As I'm looking at the crystal, it's interesting because you may not see it on camera, but I perceive smoke forming within the crystal. I'm just getting a tiny little bit right now. There's not a lot, but I'm just going to I'm going to let the power build up. And as I said earlier, don't strain, just relax. Spirit people know what we need. We have to have faith and trust in that. Now, this is really fascinating because now I'm really starting to see the clouds swirling. It's like a flowing cloud, just almost kind of like liquid smoke in a way. That's a good sign. When you start to see clouding in the crystal, it means that you're very close to a breakthrough on vision. Just a word of knowledge for you guys is that if you're doing crystal scrying and all you see are clouds, you never get a vision right away, don't worry about it. The clouds are an experience in themselves. Sometimes they'll take on different colors. They may turn red or green or blue or purple or really any color. Just sit with that and just ask the spirit world to give you a sign. Now, the clouds that I'm perceiving here, they're just white clouds, standard kind of white, smoky looking clouds. But they could be any color for any of you who do this. Wow. Well, what's interesting is they're showing me the scene is actually becoming a night sky in the crystal. And there's a moon over in the distance. It's in the far corner of the image. There's a moon, like a crescent moon. And I can see clouds in the sky. They're just kind of like thin, wispy clouds in the sky, but they glow because of the moonlight coming in. This is really beautiful. I'm hearing some wind. By the way, just so you know, when you crystal scry, you might even hear sounds. Be open to that. But I'm hearing like a wind. And it feels as if this is like a warm night, like a summer night, because the air, I can feel air pressure around me. Sometimes the crystal will take you into a three-dimensional experience, and that's really wonderful, and that's what's happening here. I'm not hearing anything but just wind right now. Oh, this is really interesting. I'm seeing a star in the sky. It's a silver star, like a five-pointed star, a pentagram. It's way far away. It's very tiny, but it's coming closer. It's like an aircraft approaching. But I can see this clearly distinct five-pointed star. When you start to get visions, just relax, just let it happen. Wow. It's getting closer. Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I see a hand underneath the star. And there's a form, an arm coming down. And it's an angel. There's like an angel, a beautiful angel. She's materializing. She's in white flowing robes. And she has large, looks like silvery wings, like white and silver, like white wings with silver edging around the feathers. And she's underneath the star, and her hair, she has long blonde hair, but it's blowing in the night sky, like loose flowing hair. She's holding the silver star in her hand. Like, actually, if you look behind me here, do you see the star behind me? Like, imagine if somebody were in the sky holding like that star in their hand. That's what I'm seeing. She's speaking, but I can't hear anything. So what you want to do is if you get somebody in your crystal speaking, you can't hear them, let them know. So what I'm going to say is, angel, I cannot hear you. Can you bring up your volume? I can't hear you. Just hearing an increase in the wind. It's like whoosh. The wind's dying down now. I'm hearing a voice. Hold on, she's saying something. Oh, this is amazing. She says, I am the angel of the evening star. The star that I hold in my hand is a sign of blessing. It is a gift from the Spirit, and all who look upon this star will receive blessing. She's talking to me and she says, the silver star is being given specifically to you tonight, for it will be your new tool as you expand your magical work. And she says, you are being called by the higher realms to take this symbol of the star and share it with those who you encounter. Wherever this star is placed in a home, it will bring blessing. It will bring protection from those who dwell in the spiritual light. It is a symbol and a presence of divinity, and this light will surround and protect all who stand in its rays. Receive now this star and claim it as your own. Take it unto yourself. She's literally saying, it's like she's now got both hands with the star. She's handing it to me. It's like a star. It's about like, almost 1.5 feet in size in her hands. Bright, shining, silver light. And she's literally handing me this star. And she said, take this unto yourself as your tool. It will be a sign of divine presence. It is a symbol of protection, and its light will help you and all who come unto the light of the silver star. Wow. The angel says, she said, it was us of the angelic realm, of the higher realms, who gave you the understanding of this work. Your desire to work with the mystics of the silver star is from our realm, and if you follow it, you shall find blessing, peace, and joy in the work. Help others to find the light of the silver star, that they may have a sure and present sign of the spirit world's help in guiding humanity. The world now walks on the edge of darkness, but the silver star will prevent them from wandering from the path of light into darkness. Let the silver star be your beacon, and in the dark and lonely nights, know that those of us who dwell in the realms of light will shine our power through this star as an aid to you on your journeys. And she just keeps putting the star like literally in my hand. So I'm just going to accept it. I accept the silver star, angel of the silver star. And it's like she's now stepping back. She's like floating up in the sky, and she's nodding. And I'm holding the silver star, and she says, place it above you. So I'm raising it up like above my head. And she said, see how the light comes down on you. And it's funny because I can see myself. It's like I'm watching a movie, but the light's rays are coming off the star that I'm holding. And she said, "You are now blessed by the light of the silver star. Take this light into all the world and let others know of it and see it. This star is entrusted to you as part of your special spiritual mission. You may call on those of us who dwell here to help you learn to grow and to be aligned with the light of the silver star. The Great Spirit gives this blessing unto the world. It is time for this now to be seen and known by all. You may call upon me, angel of the evening star, when you have fear, concern, or doubt, and I will be there with you." Wow. And the angel's just like going further up in the sky, and it's like I can hardly see her now. And she's faded, and I'm still here holding the star. And I hear a voice saying, "Let the star, let your hands off the star." So I'm letting my hands off the star, and the star is starting to, it's like floating up higher. And I'm like looking up at the star. And there's like a ray, silver rays coming down on me. So beautiful. I can still see the night sky, but the star is now about 30 feet up in the air, floating above me. It's a 5-pointed silver star, similar to like what's back here. But imagine something like that, but silver rays coming down. That's what I'm seeing. It's so beautiful. I feel like I'm like just in this exalted state of beauty in the light of this star. And now the scene's just starting to fade. I'm just getting kind of a misty, like clouds. And it's gone. Wow. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh. Yep, it's done. You'll find that when you do your scrying, it gets to a point where it's like the image just fades. It won't stay forever, though it would be cool if it did. But wow, that was really cool. It was a very three-dimensional. And you'll find if you work with crystal balls, and there are a lot of different things you can scry with, but today we'll just focus on the crystal ball, that it will open up to you entire realms of knowledge, other worlds, other beings. So I saw the angel of the evening star. Wow, I don't think I've ever encountered an angel like that. So that's pretty cool. Well, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up here, but I've enjoyed spending some time with you, and I hope that this has been fun and fascinating. And I think on, Wiccan Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, we'll talk more about the crystal ball, and we're going to talk also about the silver star. So make sure to be here on Wiccan Wednesday this week. In the meantime, just to remind you, by the way, so I always forget, hit that like button, smash that like button, thumbs up, favorite this, make sure to hit subscribe. And don't forget, be here tomorrow on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do a live stream Sunday night hangout with Psychic Bob. So if you've been wanting to do something fun and mystical, show up tomorrow. We're going to hang out, just laugh, maybe sing a little bit. Psychic Bob likes to fancy himself a rock star. I know I'm not really a rock star, but I have fun acting like I am. So we'll have a little singing, a little fun, and then we're going to see what the spirit world has and do messages. For those of you who want to be in the chat, you can send me messages tomorrow night live, and I'll answer and do mini psychic readings for you guys. So I'd love to see you here. I hope you'll join us. Well, guys, listen, thanks for being here. I love you. And, I guess the best thing I could say tonight is, according to the angel, keep reaching for the stars. Thanks for being here. Have a good night, and blessed be.